Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm Dave Danforth, the designated broker of Coldwell Banker Danforth, and I'm super excited about the design and listing concierge. We've been working on this for months now, and just couldn't be more thrilled to have it be rolling out. Before we get started, I will be going over some of our upcoming events, so let's get going with that. Our next event is going to be Denise Lonez and the State of the Market class she does every year. It's for us. It's 3 clock hours. It's an excellent class. If you haven't seen her before, you need to. If you have seen her before, you know how good she is, and you want to join us. So you'll learn about things that you could talk about your clients, and it's excellent. So we have a short video we showed last week. I think we'll do it again right now with Denise telling you why you want to come.
Hi, everyone. Denise Lonez here. I am so excited for my upcoming favorite event. I treasure this event every year. My Coldwell Banker Danforth event, State of the Market. I can't wait. And this year, oh my goodness, is there a lot going on? You need to know what's going on and how to communicate this to your clients, because 2021 is going to be quite the year. So please join me. I cannot wait to see you at my upcoming class. Take care.
Yeah, the class is next Thursday. Make sure you sign up. We're not going to be taping it, so it's not something that I think you can watch later on. Our clock hour classes aren't taped, so make sure you sign up. This is something you don't want to miss. And the next thing you don't want to miss is our award ceremony. We will be going virtual this year because of COVID, and it's going to be a great event. We have Ryan Gorman, the head chief of Coldwell Banker, going to pop in and say hi to everybody and kind of give us a national overview and what's going on with Coldwell Banker. I have 12 of our top brokers who have agreed to talk a little bit about what they did last year and what they're going to be doing next year. So some great tips for everybody, whether you won awards or not. It's going to be a great event, and just make sure you sign up for this. It's something you don't want to miss. And we rolled out our 6-month referral contest, and we are always starting to get some great referrals. So thank you. We are looking to grow, and you know who the good brokers are. So let us know their names. And this is how it works. If you give us a name of somebody, then we talk to them, you will get 1 entry into the contest. And if we hire them, you get 2 additional ones. There's no limit to how many you can do. And if you do that, then you will, slide Tom, win one of these prizes, hopefully. We have 6 monthly prizes and three major prizes. And the grand prize is a 7-day trip to Gen Blue in New York. The little secret is Gen Blue is only 3 days long, so we'll have 4 days off there to just goof off. But the grand prize includes your airfare, the accommodations, and the registration to the concert, or not to the concert, to the event, to Gen Blue, the conference. So make sure you come. And then we also have a Wapato condo we're doing, and a lot of great stuff. So make sure when you run across a broker that you like and you think it'd be a good fit for our brokerage, just give us their name. We'll do the rest. Just call, text, email, however you get them to us. So we appreciate it. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see the Q&A button. This is what you want to use if you have a question. Both our presenters will be answering them as we go along, and then that's about it, I guess. So let's get going on with the class. First, I want to introduce Jillian. She'll be going over the listing concierge and how it works for us, and just couldn't be more excited. So thanks for being here, Jillian.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. real quick, I'll just give you a brief overview of myself and my department. My name is Jillian Rawling, and I'm a product support specialist here. So myself and Jennifer Craig, who's my manager, we're just a two-person team, help with the deployment of all of the tools and products to the Coldwell Banker offices. So if you're interested in seeing a training about any of our tools, 99% chance it's going to be held by either myself or my manager, Jennifer. So that's how we kind of relate to the overall larger picture of the product studio and the tools that we have available. So let me go ahead and put my PowerPoint up here. Okay, can you see my screen all right? It looks like I'm not on yet.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great. Okay, so what exactly is Listing Concierge? Listing Concierge is a tool that we're very, very proud of and very excited for here at Coldwell Banker. This is a comprehensive marketing program, and it marries leading edge technology with meticulous personalized service to offer a customized and automated property listing marketing solution. Marketing. So for the Listing Concierge, there's really three things that it's designed to do. It's designed to win every listing, period. So we want you to be competitive in your market with your materials, your marketing plan when you're out there competing. It's also intended to eliminate the commission debate. So it's got a number of components to it that make it incredibly valuable. So it's going to not just enhance the value proposition of Coldwell Banker as a company, but also you as the agent working for Coldwell Banker. And then also we want you to turn one listing into three by wowing your sellers. So this is going to showcase you, the agent, with these really amazing marketing pieces and a really comprehensive, not just marketing plan, but also digital exposure. So for Danforth, we're going to have three different package options. These are going to be the silver, the gold, and the platinum. I'm just going to quickly walk you through what's included in the silver package, which is the lowest package out of all of these. It's the most price affordable. So what's going to be included in that is a consumer brochure. This is kind of like a mini listing presentation. So this is something that you can give to your clients, potential clients, when you sit down with them to try to get them to use you to market their property. And these are really nice. They can be very nicely printed out. So you can leave them behind and they can refer to it at a future time. And it's going to have all the call outs of the different things that are included in the marketing materials should they elect to list with you. Here's a list of basically just a breakdown of what's included in the package. So this is what your flyer would look like to the client. So I'll go ahead and walk through these elements in a little bit more detail. First and foremost, professional photography. We all know that it really starts with professional photography. So this is what's going to bring out the best in your property. If you have a relationship with a different photographer who's not going to be in the Listing Concierge program, that's fine. You're more than welcome to opt out of the photography portion and just take a credit towards the total cost for that. Then we're going to create a single property website. So this is going to be a professional website with photos, details. This is going to have mapping. And of course, best of all, it's going to feature your personal contact information. And these are created each time you have a new listing. These are going to be perfect for social media marketing and just kind of creating an overall enhanced website presence for you, the agent. We're also going to give you, at least for the silver package, 50 large just listed and 50 just sold postcards. We all know that direct mail works decade after decade. It's a little expensive, but it's incredibly effective. So we'll send out 50 super jumbo, and these are going to be 5.5 by 11 just listed cards when you list the property. And then you'll get 50 just sold postcards after you sell the property. We'll also provide 25 professional quality property brochures. So brochures are going to tell an important story about each property. And these are kind of intended to be what is on display at the property. You know, usually you've got one of those little plastic or hopefully nicer display stands where they can grab people who come to see the property, depending on, you know, how COVID allows for your showings, then they'll grab those and take them to go. And of course, if you have any extras of these, we always recommend saving them and using them in future listing presentations, because they're really going to wow the sellers when they take a look at them. We'll also send a property announcement out to your sphere, and this is going to be through Prospect Square. So this will be a just listed or a just sold e-blast sent to your personal contacts. Part of the silver package is also going to include a property tour. So we'll give you a property tour video, which you can use on also share on social media. We'll also give a non-branded virtual tour option, so you can use that for the MLS. We'll also send out a area realtor notification. So this will make sure that any co-op agents know about your listing. And then it'll also be featured in a weekly e-blast featuring new Listing Concierge properties. Your listing will be featured one time once it goes in the MLS. So what would it cost to deliver this type of marketing package in your market? There's a lot of things that are going to go into the cost for a professional quality package such as this. You know, you have to hire a photographer. You have to build an online advertising campaign. You're going to have to print and deliver those high quality brochures, as well as the postcards. And then potentially you might even need to pay someone to help you do that, or to do it all for you. So if you were to think in your head, like what kind of a number would that be? For your market, we estimate this would cost approximately $600. However, for Listing Concierge, it would be a significantly reduced rate. Now, I just covered what's included in the silver package, which is our entry level. We also have the gold and the platinum. So if you need additional marketing exposure, this is a great chance to up your game. It'll be a little bit more, it'll be a little higher in price, but it also is going to be a little bit more comprehensive as well. So I'll just take a quick step through some of the additional features that are included in the gold and the platinum packages. So you'll now get 50 trifold mailers and 50 property brochures. So these are going to take your direct mail to a kind of a new level. We call it the silver envelope trifold mailer. And it's really, really nice. It comes in this beautiful silver envelope. And a lot of times we find that people are holding onto these a little bit longer. So they really have a little bit more longevity than a typical handout might necessarily have. And when it looks really nice, it's more likely to be opened by the client, which means once it gets open, they're actually seeing your contact information. So with the gold and platinum packages, we'll send out 50 of these mailers and 50 property brochures. You'll also have online advertising. So we can talk about, you know, the power of social media, we all kind of know, but an online advertising program that provides you with a package of 24 to 48 hours within 24 to 48 hours after you put your MLS number into the Listing Concierge application. So this is after it's been activated in the MLS. We'll create an online ad with your name and contact information. And then this ad will be featured on Facebook, Instagram, and then the general web for 5 days for the gold package and 10 days for the platinum package. And these will be targeted towards likely buyers who live near the property or who have visited real estate related websites recently. We also have a seller report because, of course, your sellers love it when you stay in communication with them. So this will be a one-time report that we send you that you can forward to your sellers, and it will list all of the marketing that you have completed for the listing, as well as links to the digital materials. So they'll have those for their own records as well. A couple of gold upgrade enhancements. You'll also receive, you know, the 5 days. You'll get the seller report, and you'll also get the trifold mailers and the property brochures. So the additional cost to that would take you up to $425. So this is obviously a really, really great deal, and we think that you know, the packages really kind of sell themselves. a quick summary of what is upgraded into the platinum package. You get 100 just sold postcards. You get your targeting online advertising for 10 days instead of 5. And then you also have upgraded photography options as well. And that would take you up to a cost of $730.
Hey, Jillian?
Yes, go
question
ahead.
for you.
Mhm.
You said you put on there the credit for the photography for the platinum. Was that on there for the silver and the gold too? What the credit for the photography would be if they decide to go with their own photographer?
That's not included in this. I don't have that like readily available. I think it's a general number. I've seen it on a different company's website, and it's about 100 something, which I think is really low for a photography cost. But this is because the platinum package has additional options. So it's got 36 photos, and then also twilight photography, the aerial photography, and then the Matterport.
Maybe we could find that out.
Yeah, I can find out from one of the listing concierge team what that cost would be, so we can get that to you guys.
Perfect, thanks.
Yep. Okay. So the best part about listing concierge, at least this is how we feel about it, is that it's going to be done for you. All you're really going to need to do is fill out the order form. You do have to provide the listing copy because obviously we have never seen the property. Schedule your photography and then proof your marketing pieces. And then that's essentially it, because what we have is what we call our secret sauce. This is, the backbone of the listing concierge application is our team. So TLC. We've assembled this team of professionals, and they get up every day and they go to bed every night with one thing in mind. It's helping agents deliver on the promises that they make to their sellers. So our listing concierge coordinators work very, very hard, and they're very proud of the level of customer service that they provide. And they're also available for help at designated hours. They have just almost like office hours that you would a professor would have, that they're always available. Our entire team is open from 5:30 a.m. on the Eastern Coast, Eastern time, to 5 p.m. Pacific time. So they're open for much, much more than just the standard 8-hour day. Another thing to keep in mind is sometimes you might be listing a house on Friday and potentially need to hold an open house on Sunday. Time is not always our friend, but we do have you covered in Listing Concierge. We have a couple of self-service options. One of those is a flyer. So you can print, you can create, download, and print open house flyers or a brochure box flyer. Once you purchase a package and have photography, you can immediately make your own flyer while you wait for the proofs for your other materials.
Welcome to this gorgeous 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. A large fireplace is the focal point of the living room, and the kitchen boasts a huge island and gleaming granite.
Sorry about that. I forgot there was a video in there. So just real quick, you do also get the video like that, but we don't put the text over them anymore. It's now just like a general music kind of, the wordless music that you would have. So you can share that kind of a link without the overview. We also have social media graphics that you can create, download, share, or post to Facebook and Instagram. And these are very easy to create. That just listed that you see here, and I'll go through it in a little bit more once we're in the application, but these are super easy to make. So that's a real quick way to get something made that you can share very quickly.
Hey,
yep.
We've got a couple of questions. I don't know if you saw them or not. Do we need to supply the mailing farming list, or is that done by the concierge team?
You can supply it if you have a list, or you can have them do a farming list for you of a certain perimeter around the property. So you have either option.
Perfect. And then the second one was, what's the average turnaround time from start to finish?
That varies based on the package, but it's supposed to be, well, also it also, I guess I should stipulate it. It also depends on how quickly the agents are able to log into the tool and approve their pieces. None of the marketing pieces are sent to print until the agent has given them the full approval. So if you're very quick to get in there, then the turnaround time would also be very quick. So it kind of depends upon whether you have any edits or changes, but it's usually only about 24 to 48 hours.
Great, thank you. Appreciate that.
If we're quick on the draw. So, and I'll get into this a little bit more in detail, but when your marketing materials are ready for you, you'll get an email and a text message and a notification within the Listing Concierge system. And they send more than one, just to continue to kind of prompt and remind you to make sure that you log in and verify that everything is good to go, and it can be sent to the printer.
So in a perfect world with a broker that gets back to you promptly, is there a service guarantee? Is it not to exceed 48 hours or?
I'm not sure if there's a guarantee. I would have to double check with the Listing Concierge team. I feel like they want to try to guarantee that, but there's always so many factors that could come into play. So I would double check with the team just to see if there is any sort of service guarantee.
Are you seeing the questions? Because a couple more popped up.
I'm not. Let me see
Okay,
if
that's
I
fine.
tried to pull it up and it started pulling up other screens.
Okay, so does CB Desk have Core 4 for this area? So we can create a personal listing concierge brochure for marketing. And this is from somebody that's familiar with this service because they're also an agent in Arizona.
Let me see if I can find that question. What was it? Does CB Desk have Core 4? I don't know if it would be there, to be honest. I see Core 4 because it's in my desk. I would have to double check on that because I'm not 100% sure what that means. So.
And is there a template for client testimonials to post to social media?
For this one, there's not, but in some of our other tools, we do have that.
Okay, perfect. We're all caught up.
Okay. So let me see where we're, so basically in a nutshell, Listing Concierge can be a full service application, but also an on the go where you have complete control. To reiterate back to where I started, the three things that Listing Concierge is intended to do is help the agents win more listings, stop negotiating their fees, and then turn one listing into more. For this particular thing, that this piece that's on screen, this is the agent guide, and these can be accessed in the desk help center. So if you want to see what is included in the packages for your company, as well as the cost, you can download the agent guide here. And this, I make sure you don't hand this out to your clients because it really is for agent eyes only. But I always recommend that if you're going to be using Listing Concierge, take a quick look at this to familiarize yourself with what is available in the different packages, so that when you sit down with a potential client, you feel very well versed and familiar with what's included. So how do you place your Listing Concierge order? What you'll do is click on the Listing Concierge tile in Desk, and that'll take you directly in. So if you've already logged into your CB Desk and you're seeing your tiles, then you will be able to log in directly. There's no additional logins or passwords required. It will just take you directly there. Let me see if I can pull up. The next couple slides are just a step-by-step walkthrough of the tool, but I think it will actually be more effective if we look at it live. So as I said, you would go through Listing Concierge, click on the desk, the tile on your desk. I actually have to go into the back end for the demo site. So let me just get there. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so this is your home page. And if you've placed any orders through Listing Concierge, you'll see those here. You can add a new order very easily just by clicking on this button. If you have multiple orders, you can sort through them and search by address. And we have, Listing Concierge has the option to create orders as a single agent, as a co-list, and also as a team. So if you wanted to filter down, let's say you were looking for a specific order that you had placed as a team, you could easily filter through that. One of the things I do want to clarify is that in order for an order to be placed, the agent will need to go into Listing Concierge and set up their profile because that's how all of the materials will pull your contact information. So your profile is going to be up here in the top right corner. You click on the arrow under your face, and then you go to your profile and just make sure that this is as up to date as possible. The license information is going to populate from Dash, so you don't have to worry about that. That's automatically going to be there. But just go ahead and add name, contact information. Definitely want to add a profile photo. And if you have a logo, maybe you've had a chance to take advantage of our Design Concierge service and get a personal logo, you can add that here. You can also add your social media. And if you have a personal website, you can add that as well. And you can add multiple photos.
Hey, Jillian, is it the same profile they would be using in Prospect Square?
I would recommend to have the information doesn't communicate. So you will have to add it here. It won't link over, but I would recommend having it be uniform. So the same photo, the same contact information, so that it all is cohesive.
Thanks.
I did see, I found my Q&A. So it says, do we get a sample marketing brochure and just listed sold cards and videos for free to help us win listings? So if you've ordered a package, you would get a sample of everything that comes with it when you buy the package. And then if you have any extras, that's what we usually recommend that you hang on to and use for future listing consultations. So similar to the profile here, if you're going to be part of a team, you do want to go ahead and add your team information. You can either create a team as an add people to it, or you can be added to someone else's team. For example, for demo purposes, I'm on this team blue here, and it's the same information. You can put a team photo, a team logo. You can add or remove team members, and then also put the contact information. And then if you're creating a package like brochures as a team, you can determine how you want that team information to display. So there's a lot of different ways you can do that, which is really nice. If it's like a primary member and then a secondary team member, or one primary, two secondary, two equal people on the same team, you have a number of different options for how that will display. And then thirdly, over here as part of your profile, you have the option to add your addresses. So I would highly recommend doing this, because otherwise you'll have to add them individually each time you place an order. So your shipping address, which is where any marketing materials are sent to you. Then you have your billing address, which will be the default payment address when you submit your order. And then also your mailing address. So any examples of mail materials would go to that. So once you add these in, it stays, and every time you place an order, it will automatically show up and you don't have to add it each time. Preferences: if you would like to designate somebody to receive the emails or text messages that Listing Concierge sends, so maybe you have a personal assistant who's not licensed, this is a great place to put their information. You can add their email, and then you can toggle the button on to say that they received the notifications. I'll just quickly walk through how easy it is to place an order. I'm going to, so here, you just kind of get started putting your information in. You have the option to add the MLS ID, but it's not required, but it is required post-order. So more than likely, especially if you're getting photography, you'll be placing this order prior to activating your property in the MLS. So once it is activated, you just want to go back in and add the MLS ID number, because that's needed for some of the digital marketing. And if it's a global luxury listing, just check this box, and that will make sure that your marketing materials have global luxury marketing and designation. So here you would see your different package options. This will be customized to your company once you log in. So this is just what we have on the back end for this development site. And you'll see a little X or a check mark as to what is included. So if you do not want photography, you'll see a little blue toggle here. You turn that off, it takes away the photography, and then this package up here will adjust to whatever your company's pricing is. So if you take the photography off, it will reduce the total cost of the package. If there's a green check mark here, you can see you get a flyer for both of these package options. And here you can see if there is a specific number of a product, like the postcard or the brochures, it will tell you how many is included. So this is a great side-by-side view to see all of the different features that are included in a package so you can make that decision before moving forward with placing an order. Adding the listing details is pretty easy. Just type these in here. Now you can determine if it's a single agent, co-list, or team. Once you are ready, you select your photographer. Since I did select that package B, which has photography included, that's going to be my option here. And if you were in your system with real photographers, not this, demo site that I have here, you would see more than one. You'd see a number of different options. Once you click on the photographer you want, it'll take you to the next screen.
Hey, Jillian, I want to clarify that for the photography. We interviewed a different photographers, and we ended up hiring a group called F8, and they service our brokerage and our area. So when you pick them, you're going to get the overall company, and then they will distribute it out geographically to the different photographers within their group. So they're not going to be able to handpick their photographers within that group, or there won't be any other option. So you got one option. I was really impressed with the interview they did and the product they showed us. So we're going to go with that for now. And then if we have to make changes down the road, we will. But that's how we're doing our photography.
Sounds good to me. So here you would set your preferred date and time for the photographer. Much like anything else, it's kind of common sense. It's preferred. You might not necessarily get it. So you put your preferred date and time. Let's say I'm putting tomorrow and I'm on Central Time. Next, you would have the option to provide any comments to your photographer. So if there's something you're interested in exploring with them, an upgrade to your package, or maybe you've got additional times that you're available besides what you'd already put in, that's a great place to put it. You could say, I'm also available next Tuesday between 3 and 5. If there's going to be a lockbox, you also have the option to check that as well. Next up, we'll customize the package options. So this is where you can determine what size brochure you want. We've got 3 different sizes and 2 different paper types. I've heard a lot of good things about the 8x8. One of the agents that talked about Listing Concierge on a previous town hall that Ryan Gorman hosted said he loves the 8x8s because it's very a non-traditional size. And so when he uses the 8x8 size, it kind of catches people's eyes because it's not your standard 8.5 by 11. So he really likes those. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So select your paper type and then on to the next screen. You also have the option to add additional quantities. So right here on the right, it's going to give you a breakdown of everything that's included in the package that you have selected. But if you wanted to add additional quantities, you can do that here. You can add more brochures, more postcards, your choice. And if you have a list that you're going to be using for like the just listed or the just sold postcards, and you know that there's 65 people on there, but your package only includes 50 cards, then that would be a great reason to add 15 more. So you know that you've got enough for your full list. Last but not least, you're going to put your shipping information. So this is where your pieces will go if you've got any coming to you. Your payment information. I've got to use my fake card here. Okay, and then you can change the billing address if you want. If you're using maybe a different, if you're maybe using a different credit card and it's got a different address, maybe your office address, you can always update that. checkbox here. So read and accept the terms and conditions. One thing I do want to point out here in the terms and conditions that it is the agent's responsibility to proof the materials thoroughly before submitting for approval. Once you click that button, it's going to the printer, and we want to make sure that there are no errors. And a lot of times, a silly spelling error doesn't get caught because it's actually a word, but it's not the word you want. So just make sure you thoroughly proof your materials before submitting that. And then also, last but not least, over here, there is a note area for your listing concierge coordinator. So if there's anything you think might be pertinent for them to know, this is a place where you would put it. And it can also open up a discussion for once they start moving forward with your materials and helping build your marketing plan. If there's something you wanted to talk to them about, add it in here and they can reach out to you about that.
Hey, Jillian, a point that I learned in an earlier training we did for this is that the agents can send the marketing material to the client directly if they want. Let's say it's out of town, they don't want to have to make that drive. The brochure is going to be sent directly to them, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yes, there are a number of different options. You can have all of your brochures sent to just you. You can have them sent to the client. There are different options. So that's the nice part. And in 2021, we kind of have to be flexible about that kind of thing, right? So also considering digital, we are expanding and looking into the digital options just because of everything that's happening with the world today. So
hey, we have another question, and this might be one that Dave has to address, but the question is, does the photographer have an MLS code or just a contractor code to get into the house? And who needs to be present with that photographer, or who can go in the house?
Well, I think it depends if the photographer is actually a Northwest Multiple member or not.
So if the photographer is a member of the MLS, they'll have access to the box and they will be permitted to enter the house without an agent.
Well, if they set it up with the client, I'm sure that's fine. If they're a MLS, just like a showing or anything else with the MLS box. Otherwise, you want to be. I think you want to be present anyways. But there are cases when you might not be able to be there. If I don't know how many photographers actually have Northwest Multiple membership. Probably few.
Great, thank you.
So here we have the summary screen, and this is kind of a little step-by-step on where you are in the process. So there's obviously a lot of different steps in this. And once you have placed that order, you can click Manage Order, and it will take you to this screen, which is your order management screen for the property. And recent activity will show anything that's recently been done. You can also edit your listing details if needed. This is where property description is where you'll add a headline and then any marketing copy. So when the order is placed, one of the first things you want to do is make sure that you add the marketing copy that's going to be put into the brochures. So that's one of the things to really consider. I recommend doing it as soon as you've placed the order, so it doesn't slip your mind, because once it's in, your listing concierge coordinator is going to start working on it, and if there's no marketing copy, they're going to be kind of stuck. If you want to go through some of the products and services that are available, you can click on here as well. But I think it would be better served if I show you an order that's currently in process, so you can see step by step what I'm talking about. There's a question that says, what if you go through the final step and then find out the photographer is not available at your preferred time? Can you cancel the photographer but keep the rest of the package? I would have to double check with the team. My understanding is once it's placed, there's not really a lot of wiggle room. They would more than likely try to find you a different photographer that can meet your time. So here is a package that's already partially in process. So you can see the different pieces that are involved and where are they at in terms of their status. So I've already completed the flyer. That means I've come in and I've put my marketing copy in, and I've taken a look at the photos. I've selected the photos that go into my flyer. Give me just a second while this keeps coming up. And then my listing concierge coordinator has put that together for me, and I've looked at it and approved it. I hope I'm not having Wi-Fi connectivity issues because I get this every day around the same time. Let me see if I can get a different page to load. All right, for some reason the flyer is not loading, but everything else is. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on real quick. Here's your property website. So you can preview what your website's going to look like. You can edit the body of the text. You can select the photos that you want featured. And to do so, you would just drag and drop. And then also, if you need to edit your details and your multimedia, if you wanted to add a virtual tour. And then once this is ready and you like it, you can click down here where it should be. Oh, I guess I already submitted this. I'm sorry, my apologies. There would be a button at the bottom that says publish, and that would make the website go live. So much like everything else, you do want to make sure that you are reviewing everything. It meets your standards and everything looks great. And then you can publish or approve that particular piece. Same with the brochures. You have, why is this not loading? Normally this would load with a display here, so I could take a look at it, and I can also download a copy. I usually recommend that you download a copy of your brochure and take a look at it, make sure it looks okay. A lot of them are foldable, and so when you're looking at the preview in the website, some pieces might be upside down, which could make it a little confusing. So if you download it into a PDF, print it out, you can fold it and kind of get a better idea for what it's going to look like when it's actually in your hands. For the Just Sold postcard, you do have different options for layout. So you can go in and select a design. Once your design has been selected and the listing concierge coordinator starts working on it, it's actually very easy to change to a different design if you decide that the one you originally selected you don't like. So that's just, you probably saw that in this previous screen, where I had the little button at the top that says your listing concierge coordinator is working on this. Click here to change the design. That's really all it takes, is I can go and then change the design very quickly. I'm not quite sure why it's struggling to load today. Social media. We'll go ahead and try to look at some of these other ones if I can get them to work. Well, if you wanted to create a social media banner, this is where you would do it. You can very easily, I hope you can see this. It's kind of tough because it's grayed out right now, but the headline, just very easy to change it. So if you want to change it to just listed or just sold or coming soon, because you can actually make these before you've even had the listing posted to the MLS, as long as you have your photography. You can change the body of it. And then this will create a JPEG for you that you can share on social media. So you can either share it directly, or you can download it and share it to a different site. I wish I could show you what this looks like, but nothing seems to be coming through today. It's very typical. So here's where you would see all of your orders. And if you've got something that has already sold and has moved on, you can easily just archive that. There's no delete, but you can easily archive it by just clicking on the little eyeball here, and then that makes it go away from your home screen. Also, if you had an order and it's disappeared, there's a good chance that maybe you accidentally clicked on the archive button. So you can just switch over to archived here, and that will pull up all of your archived, and you'll probably find it there if it's magically disappeared. I think that's about it, since unfortunately most of these are not, the features aren't working for me right now. So I do apologize for that. But if we've got any questions coming in, maybe we can go through those. Otherwise, maybe turn it over to Michael. So if you need to order more flyers, there currently is no ability to order flyers after the order has been placed. So if you want more than what is provided in the package, you'll have to order that during the order process, which means it'll come with the rest of your flyers. So you'll get your 65, 70 instead of 50. That is, however, I know on the list of things that they're trying to work on is being able to order additional materials after the fact. So that's been a top requested feature change from the audience, from the market. So
Jillian, how do you do that then? So you order 50 flyers and you blow through them. You get a PDF of the flyer so you can send it out to a local a printer then? Is that how it works? Or
that would be the best option, or run it through Express Docs if you have that, because you do get you can download a PDF very easily. So yeah, you would just have to go and order it yourself, but the process would be very easy if you're sort of familiar with the downloading and uploading a PDF. Yeah.
great. Well, thank you.
Thank you. If there's any questions, I'm going to stick around as Michael goes through, and I'll try to answer any questions in the chat. If something comes up and I don't know the answer because I feel bad, there's a few I didn't, I'll get the answers and then I'll provide them back to you guys for distribution. Thank you.
Hey, Satya, I see your question there. We will get brochures for you to use that shows all the features of Listing Concierge. So there will be both for the silver, gold, and platinum. You will have basically a flyer talking about all this, so that you'll be able to leave with your clients. That's correct, Jillian?
Yeah, and if you want, I have to double check because I know you guys are in pilot phase, but there should be in desk in the Help Center. In fact, I probably should have gone through that real quick. In the Help Center of desk, there's under Listing Concierge, there's a number of different features. There's an FAQ. There are the agent guide, which is what shows you the breakdown of what's included in your package and what the cost is. So you can pull a copy of that. And then there's also a number of other things. So I always recommend taking a look at what's in the Desk Help Center. There's a number of things there that can kind of help you with what your talking points would be when you sit down with a client. So your photographers are not able for independent photography use. I might have to bounce that to you. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, once you get their name, I'm sure you can talk to them. Yeah.
In fact, that's that comment button that was in the photography order page where I said you could put additional times that you're available. If you've used a particular photography company before and you like a specific person, you could always put that in your comments. I would really like to work with Bob if he's available, you know, and they'll try to make it work for you. They want you to be happy. So. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Jillian. Hey, Michael.
Hi there. First off, thanks for having me today. You can hear me all right?
Perfectly.
Wonderful. All right, let me just share my screen here. And if you could verify that you are seeing that.
We are.
Wonderful, perfect. All right, I'm Mike Gaudreau. I am the National Account Manager for Design Concierge. I manage our client service team. We do have quite a bit to get through. What are we looking at as far as time goes here, Dave?
I believe you have till 12:30, so you got 43 minutes.
Wonderful.
43 minutes.
Perfect. Great. Okay, so let's get started on this to make sure that I get through it all. The first thing we will do is review our product brief. So how Design Concierge came to be and how we plan for it. We'll then discuss the agent value for Design Concierge. We'll review our products and their costs, and then we can review some sample work. And I'm going to go ahead and take questions throughout. So if you do have a question, feel free to type it into the Q&A window, and we will approach it that way. So our product brief. Agents have always been looking for creative ways to stand out in a highly competitive industry. Many times they've been using either internal office staff or outside resources for personal marketing materials. And more often than not, those materials lacked consistency, or they didn't follow Coldwell Banker standards or guidelines or state requirements. And in turn, they lacked value. What we've found is that 45% of customers expect great design across all of their marketing collateral. We found that a consistent brand can increase revenue by up to 33% and brand recognition up to 80%. That's a huge difference when it comes to your revenue, and we aim to provide for just that. And then we've also found that agencies, so full service agencies, charge between $126 to $212 per hour, and that can add up. What we've found is that the lower end of that is more likely a local freelancer, and the upper end of that is a full service agency. There we go. So why Design Concierge? Why us? Well, when you partner with Design Concierge, you have access to personal branding packages and a full menu of semi-custom and custom products. This includes agent logos, business cards, bios, brochures, and a lot more. We've actually just expanded our product offering about a month and a half ago. So to become the best company in the industry, you have to treat your agents better than anyone else. Doing so attracts the best and the brightest. And when you treat your agents like your most valued customers, they in turn deliver amazing service to their clients. Coldwell Banker came to the conclusion that the best way to deliver amazing service to you, our agents, was to build our own system for delivering marketing services to our agents that provided the personalization of a boutique and the efficiency and consistency of an enterprise class software system. We offer a full service experience with educated and experienced designers, copywriters, account and project managers who truly know the Coldwell Banker brand, and we understand the legal requirements and rules of each state. We deliver the best possible design solutions without the typical full service agency price. So there's a great deal of agent value in Design Concierge. We help you build and create that lasting impression with personal branding that helps you stand out from your competition. We offer high quality agency work. Our designers and copywriters are trained in their field. They went to school for it and they're experienced with it, both inside and out of the real estate industry. And we also offer a Net Promoter Score, or NPS. This is used to gauge loyalty of customer relationships of 69. Now, doesn't sound like a lot because everybody's used to that 100-point scale. NPS is gauged a little bit differently. Just to put a frame of reference on this, a score of 70 is considered world-class. So we're 1 point away. It kills me every day. But we will get there, especially given that we have a 99% service level agreement percentage. That means that we meet our times of delivery at 99% of the time, excuse me. We're affordable. So we have semi-custom products starting at $99 an hour, custom options available for $75 per hour, and you can bundle and save. So we've got packages starting at $499. And I'll go through some of those. Actually, I'll go through all of those in just a moment. We have a knowledgeable team. We're easy to use. And we have secure online payment. So it's very, very convenient. Moving into more detailed information about Design Concierge. So what we are is for your personal marketing. We can be thought of as sort of a sister product to Listing Concierge. We offer that high quality agency work at an affordable rate. We're aligned with our brand standard and state guidelines. Easy to use, secure on-site payment. We just went through some of that. But let's talk about what Design Concierge is not, because I think that's where some confusion can set in. We are not a property marketing solution. Design Concierge is your personal branding solution, but it's not geared toward property marketing needs. For that, you'll use Listing Concierge. We're also not a resource for rush branding. While many of our products have a 2 to 3 day turn time, we're not a solution for a new brand overnight. We encourage you to put thought in this. We will help you with that. We take the time to do this right so that you'll get the kind of quality that you deserve and that you actually want to share with people. We're not a freelancer. We don't operate the same way. We don't have the same cost structure. Some local in-market freelancers may beat that $75 an hour rate. I do freelance work on the side, and my rate is higher than that outside of Coldwell Banker. So trust me when I say that this subsidized rate is very, very subsidized. But the reason we cost more is because we're that full service agency. We're schooled, we're trained, we're knowledgeable, and we have a very thorough proofing process on our back end so that we can make sure that what we're giving to you is not only what you ordered, not only what you asked for, but as well compliant in your market. And then finally, we're not a printer. We will release files to ExpressDex on your behalf, or you can choose your own in-market printer. But that printing coordination is done directly between agent and printer. So that's a very important piece. We get asked this question a lot. The reason for this is because we would never dream of assuming what you wanted as far as paper quality, quantity, decisions on price, coding, delivery. So we facilitate the creative production of the order, and then you manage the printing of it for those printable pieces. So all that begs the question, how do you place a Design Concierge order? Well, it's actually quite easy. You will go to Desk and you will locate the Design Concierge tool, or tile, excuse me. Just like for Listing Concierge, you would have located your Listing Concierge tile. I do encourage every one of you to hop into Desk and simply click on this Design Concierge tool. You don't necessarily have to do anything else right now, but what this does is it gives us access to your account so that we can assist with on behalf of orders. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So we would click on our Design Concierge tile and we would get into Design Concierge. Now, I'm going to show you a few sections of the site because it's good to have all information. Right now, I am actually on behalf of, as one of your agents, Linda Hansen. So hi, Linda, thank you for letting me hijack your account for right now. But in the upper right-hand corner, we have your profile and account information. So you've got your profile, a My Project section, a support section. So the first thing I'll want you to do after you log into Design Concierge is click on that My Profile. Are you still seeing my screen?
Yes, we can, Michael.
Wonderful, thank you. I just didn't see the outline. Okay, so we've got Linda Hansen, email address. You have space for your headshot and your logo. You have contact information available here, your title, your website, social media sites, and then notes for designers or copywriters. So if you have, for example, a specific brand color that you want to use, you could simply enter that 6-digit hex code number or the color breakdown of it here, and just note that it's my brand color. And you can update your profile. And you can see that that is set as part of that user profile. Let's get back into this, because I do want to show you another area here. There we go. So you'll remember, and you'll see this grayed out box. This is all populated by Dash. So if you need to update any of this information, you would simply do that through Dash. Now, back over to here, we have our My Project section. This is where you'll find any projects that you have either begun or ordered. And I didn't really expect to see any here because we're brand new. I can show you mine, my list of my projects in just a few moments. It extends all the way past the bottom of the screen. But you'll notice that before it's actually purchased, the button says purchase. After it's purchased, it's past tense and it's grayed out. I'll show that to you in just a little bit. We also have our support section. This is a very, very good section to get to know. We offer our 833-33BU number. This is a toll-free number to be connected to the Design Concierge support team. We also have specific email addresses for billing and feedback. We love feedback. Actually, when we launched packages, those were based on agent and field feedback. When we launched a couple of individual products, those were due to feedback. So that really does make a difference in the way our product and platform is evolved. So if you have any, by all means, please share it. We also have our SLA, or service level agreement, and FAQ document. All you have to do is click on the PDF icon. It'll open that up into a new window. And you can see that loading. This is our Bible. This is how we do what we do. It includes everything from introduction and planning best practices to specific Design Concierge products and pricing, including workflows and turnaround times. We offer billing information, support and resources, and then a complete platform overview and FAQ section. So this is a great first stop for information about Design Concierge. And let's see, there we go. We also have a bio project prep form. This is very, very helpful when placing an order for a bio project. This is a downloadable PDF. You would simply click on the download icon over here. It'll download to your computer. You would then open this up on your computer, not online here, because this is an editable PDF. And I can go ahead and collect all of this information first, keep it here so that I have it all in one place and compiled and easy to access, and then copy and paste it from this form that I have saved on my computer into the bio order form on site. The reason we did this is because, as you can see, we ask for a lot of information. Our copywriters write these from scratch based upon what you provide. So the more information you share about your skills, your background, about you and your approach, the more we can personalize that text to you. So this is just essentially a way to make it easier for you to go ahead and compile that information offline so you're not stuck in an online order form trying to do everything at once. We also have sample brand portfolios for our 3 fictional agents, Madison Penner, Sydney Harker, and Kate Tinsdale. And those can be viewed right on site here as well as downloaded. And we also have a brand boost package portfolio and a disruptor package portfolio. These are samples of pieces in those packages so that you can get an idea of, you know, the true brand value of ordering one of those packages. We also have a logo builder walkthrough, and we also have a little bit more information about how we do what we do. Now, much like the rest of Desk, you have your navigation over here on the left, you have your profile up here on the right, and you have kind of your artist template area, your palette area in the middle here. This is where things build. So what we're going to do is run through this. So we have our semi-custom designs, we have our custom designs, we have our packages, and we also have our portfolio gallery. That portfolio gallery is actually a Moxie Present presentation where you can view real life samples of our work. So we start out with our custom logos, and there's quite a few here. I'm not going to go through and belabor that point, but I am going to show you the table of contents. So we have custom business cards, brochures and postcards, custom advertising samples, and our semi-custom products. And you can see those here. So I will go ahead and let you review that on your own. We are going to hop back in and actually place an order. So I'm going to go to our semi-custom designs and look at our Outlook email signature. This is probably one of our most popular products. And it is created in HTML, which helps organize the different pieces of the signature. It also gives you a benefit in that it allows for graphics to be stored on a server. Any of these icons, the headshot, the logo, to be stored on a server and called out from your email. So for example, if I had my images turned off on my email, but I got an email from you, I would still see the branding that is included in your Outlook email signature. So that's a huge benefit. So the first thing you do, we are creating our Outlook email signature. You'll select which template you'd like to use. We have 2 available. If the templates that are available on the semi-custom product don't meet your needs, then I suggest that you go to the custom version of that product. I'm going to go ahead and select this one. And then I would simply upload my logo. So I have my logo kept here in my trainings folder. Oh, yeah, upload my logo. There we go. Or I could build a logo. This will take you to our semi-custom logo builder. I have my location information. And I have my headshot space to upload. So I would simply upload that. And as you can tell, as you're seeing me on camera, I have changed my hair. All right, so next, you'll notice that from your user profile, all of this information auto-populates, which is great. So for example, if I were placing this myself, my profile says Michael Goodrow. I'm not nearly that formal, so I would simply change that to Mike. Now, that does not change my profile, it just updates the order. You can include your title, contact information, your website, and social media links. If you have any award badges, you can upload those here. And then with every single product, there is a final field at the end that says too many fields, don't worry, blank fields are kept out, and not enough fields, we can handle that too. Just tell us what you want. So if you had multiple sites to go to where you're featured, if you wanted to include, realtor.com or Zillow or whatever, you could include that here as well. Just to let the designer know to include that. You can either save this into your My Projects area. So Linda Hanson eSig and save. Good work, you're almost done. You can either go back in the process or you can go to My Projects and locate this exact project. There we go. And you'll notice that that says purchase. I can go ahead and do that. And that is 12 of 24. And purchase. So obviously this works just like any other e-commerce solution where it won't let you through without all of the required information. That's just fine. We don't need to complete this order as is now. In fact, Linda, don't worry. I'm going to delete this so that you don't have to worry about mistakenly doing something with this. And that is placing a Design Concierge order, which is great. But what happens next? What are we waiting on after that happens? So I am going to get back to my PowerPoint. There we are. So you've placed an order for an email signature. Now what? Well, you'll immediately receive a confirmation email. After that, within 24 hours, you'll receive an email that your project has been assigned to the Design Concierge team and is active. Next, you'll receive your first proof by email. Remember, 2 proofs are included with every single Design Concierge project. Once approved, final files are released, and at any time during the process, you can call that 833-33BU number to be connected to the Design Concierge team. So when we analyzed the projects requested by agents in previously launched markets, we found that 70% or thereabout of those projects were property marketing focused, leaving 30%, no small chunk, focusing on personal marketing. Those personal marketing requests are what helped us determine the products that Design Concierge should focus upon. And as a direct response to feedback from both agents and the field, we developed and launched 2 so far Design Concierge product packages. That Essentials package is coming soon, first quarter here. But let's take a look at what these are going to include. So the Essentials package for $499 will include a custom logo that's built from scratch, and also the semi-custom Outlook email signature and semi-custom social media and email headers. That's a bundled savings of $49. We also have our currently available Brand Boost package. That includes a custom logo, business card, and bio copy. And then the semi-custom products, social media and email signatures, and Outlook email signature. And then we have our Disruptor package for $1,999. And that includes a load of items. We've got custom logo, business card, bio copy, and an advertising template. And then we also have our semi-custom products, Outlook email signature, social media and email headers, personal brochure, personal website, which is managed by our external partner, Luxury Presence. And of course, our property marketing templates for use in Listing Concierge. Now, the Brand Boost package, I skipped over saying this, it offered a bundled savings of $149. The Disruptor package goes even further with a bundled savings of $573. So let's review our semi-custom products. You can see the prices listed here. We offer a semi-custom logo, business card, Outlook email signature, personal brochure, social media and email headers, the property marketing templates for Listing Concierge, and as well our stationery collection. Turnaround times are 2 to 3 business days with the exception of personal brochures and Listing Concierge property marketing templates. Both of those require a turn time of 6 to 7 business days. And again, every product includes 2 rounds of revisions. So payment and billing for semi-custom products. It's collected via credit card payment at the time of purchase. That's how the Design Concierge project gets into our project management system. And then of course, final files are released once full payment is received. And we also have our custom products. So you can see our estimates here. These are based on a $75 per hour rate. It's highly subsidized, as I mentioned before. And because custom projects vary from agent to agent so much, we offer estimate ranges for the vast majority of these projects. We have custom advertising, brochure, business card, door hanger or rack card, flyers, email, image, and text, a customized Coldwell Banker listing presentation, or its global luxury counterpart. We also offer custom logos, postcards, bio copy, signage. And when we're talking about signage, we're thinking about outdoor signage, not yard signage. So like a billboard or a bus bench back or an oversized poster or something like that. It does not include yard signs. Those are managed a very different way through locally approved sign vendors. And then we have our customized or our custom Outlook email signature, social media and email headers, and our custom stationery collection. Now, turnaround times on these are 6 to 7 business days, with the exception of both listing presentations. Which
Hey, Michael.
Oh, yes.
We got a couple questions in there. Is Design Concierge a member of the 4 A's?
Can we define what the 4 A's are for me, please?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll type back. Are there price adjustments for the Disruptor package if you already have a personal website?
We can reduce the price of the package by the price of the website. And that would be taken care of via a refund after the package is purchased.
Perfect. And then does the signature block work with Gmail?
Yes, it does, actually. So there's only a couple of platforms that present an issue with that Outlook email signature. And you'll notice we did name the product Outlook email signature for a very specific purpose. It's designed in HTML for use in Outlook. That doesn't mean that it won't work in Gmail. It certainly will. And actually, the process is exactly the same. We send you a link to a web page. You open that link. You select all of the copy and all of the elements. Copy and paste it directly into the settings for Outlook or Gmail or Yahoo. Most of these larger platforms do work very well with HTML coding. There's one known issue, and that's Macintosh. MacMail does not support the use of images, excuse me, in HTML-based email signatures. That includes iPhones and iPads. Now, there is one caveat to this. Thank you as I take that sip. If you are accessing an online email client by going online, it's more likely to work. The Mac issue that I am referring to specifically is inside of the MacMail program. It's and the hard coding of the signatures into an iPhone signature. It will work in online-based platforms like Gmail and Yahoo and stuff like that. Let's see here. Those custom listing presentations, those do require a turnaround time of 7 to 10 business days. They do include a scoping call. So those scoping calls bring together yourselves as well as all of the managers on the Design Concierge team. So branding, creative, copywriting, client service, project management. We'll have at least 5 members of our team on that call with you to make sure that we are getting to understand your exact requirements. And then, of course, every project includes 2 rounds of revisions. Let's see here. There we go. So payment and billing. I mentioned, I called out those price ranges, those estimate ranges. There are 2 options for payment and billing on custom products. One, you can receive an estimate. You'll be provided an estimate for your project billed at $75 per hour. It can take up to 24 hours for us to prep that estimate and get it to you. And the project doesn't begin until that payment is received. And then, of course, the other option is to start your project now. So you would agree to pay the lowest estimated cost for that product. So for example, custom advertising would be $350. And you would be refunded for any unused hours or billed for any additional hours as required. So if you paid that $350 and we didn't use an hour of your time, we would refund you $75 for that hour. And then, of course, we'll let you know if it looks like we're going over. For example, if we are going through more than 2 revisions, rounds of proofs, that could increase the scope of the project and the price. So we would let you know. And then, of course, final files are released once full payment is received. Payment and billing for those custom listing presentations. These are highly specialized to what agents want as far as pages, branding, order, stuff like that. So what we do is we schedule a scoping call with you, with all these members of the team, to better understand the scope of your request. 24 hours after that meeting, that scoping call completes, we will send you an invoice, this estimate, and work begins as soon as that estimate is paid. And then, of course, as always, 2 rounds of revisions are included, and final files are released once full payment is received. I reviewed with you the SLA content. Very good place to start with any questions, aside from reaching out to me or the Design Concierge email box. Training. We have a pre-recorded training available in the Design Concierge Help Center. And meet Kate. So this is Kate Tinsdale. Kate is one of our fictional agents. She actually has the combined brand portfolio of both custom and semi-custom work. And you can see that she's, created her logo with us. You can see that she's got an email header for use in InTouch. She's got business cards, brochures. So this just goes to show what a great way a brand can come together and just kind of take you to the next level of marketing. And what's even better is down here in the bottom, you'll notice that we have our property marketing templates for use in Listing Concierge. This is a great way to not only get the benefits of those marketing plans that are available as pre-built packages for you, but as well to bring your brand into your property marketing so that everything matches and you get a wider sense of brand recognition out in the marketplace. We also do have our portfolio that our online portfolio that I showed you before. This is a sampling of agent logos. And of course, we offer support. So the customer support hours of operation are here on screen. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, more appropriately for you, 6:30 a.m. Pacific, or 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And outside of operating hours, simply leave a message and your call will be returned the next business day. And then we also have a Design Concierge brochure available for order. This includes package overviews, semi-custom and custom products, pricing, testimonials, support information, and how to access Design Concierge via desk. And this takes us to the end of the formal presentation. I do want to show you one item though, so I'm going to go ahead and end that and hop back here.
While you're putting that up, Michael, how do the Listing Concierge and Moxie get the product you guys put out? Do you guys transfer it over to them automatically for the for your client, our agent, or do they have to do that?
So for the Listing Concierge property marketing templates, we will actually code those into your account on Listing Concierge for you. That part does take 5 to 10 business days because there's a lot of coding on the back end here. But yes, we will make those available to you. In Moxie, we can do one of two things. We can either deliver PDF files for you to upload, or we can assist you with that ourselves. I do want to take one moment to show you how you can delegate people to use your Design Concierge account. So if I go up to my profile up here in the upper right-hand corner on desk, and I go into settings and hop here to delegation, I can simply type in, so Linda Hansen. I would click on that, add new, and then I would select what Linda has access to for me. So Design Concierge. Linda, if you're on the call, you likely just got an email from me telling you that, that you have access to my Design Concierge. But this is a great way to get team members, licensed or not, to be able to have access to place and review orders on your behalf, to get information from the system and stuff like that. So that is how you use that delegation. And I did just want to point that out individually. I'm not seeing any other questions right now, since we do have a couple of extra minutes here. I'll go ahead and take you through some of our creative so that you can get a sample of some of the work that we've done. So these are some of our business cards, most of which have logos on them that we created. And you can see there's a wide array of styles here. I mean, we truly run the gamut here from different types of agent branding. I'll also go and show you in our semi-custom products, we do offer our semi-custom logos, which are template-based. We offer our Outlook email signatures, social media headers, stationery collection, semi-custom business cards, brochures, and here's where I wanted to get to, our semi-custom property marketing templates for use in Listing Concierge. So you'll see you can really bring your branding into Listing Concierge so that you can provide a consistent experience for those viewing your marketing materials. And you can see that we've got quite an array of branding styles here as well. I'm not seeing any more questions. So if we don't have any more questions, I'm certainly able to turn the presentation back over.
Well, no questions means you did a good job.
I'm going to go ahead and take that.
So we don't mind ending early, so we're not going to drag this on any longer than we have to. We really appreciate your time and Jillian's time on this, and we look forward to really using these systems. I've been super excited about this rollout, and we're going to promote it, and hopefully our agents will take advantage of it, because I think it will help take their business to a new level. So thanks again for being here, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Wonderful.